Hey, what's up guys? DiplexHeated again. Welcome back to Total War Attila. We're playing the medieval mod, and I'm super excited to be back. I hope you guys enjoyed that previous War of the Roses video featuring the House of York and House of Lancaster, and of course me and Apollo. Be sure to check out his channel for more Total War as well. I thought I'd go through a few things before we start this battle. First of all, I did think I mentioned in the previous video there, the War of the Roses one, that the House of York actually won the war. And technically they didn't, but the House of Lancaster was actually extinguished before the House of York. The only thing was that a few of the Lancastrian sort of sympathizers rallied behind Henry Tudor, and with his support they could actually later defeat Richard III at the Battle of Bosworth, and which kind of in many ways gave the House of Lancaster the victory, because Henry Tudor was actually a descendant of the Beauforts, and they were a legitimized branch of House of Lancaster. So in the end they kind of did win, while the official sort of house was defeated earlier in the war there by House of York. So in many ways House of York won at first, but in the end it kind of gave the remnants and the remains of House of Lancaster a victory there, as Henry Tudor killed Richard III and claimed and declared, rather said, himself as king. And I think his house, or his dynasty, reigned until the 1600s. So that's kind of cool. Today we're doing a siege of Calais. That's right. There have been many sieges of Calais. The first one was in 1346. During sort of the I don't know. I think that's when Philip VI held or was in command of France, or was king of France, rather said. The siege of Calais was sort of the results of a lot of raids and smaller skirmishes around the French coast around Normandy. And it was also the Calais itself as a city or fort was the last English territory held on French soil. So the first siege was a English victory, which kind of obviously gave them the fort during the war. And 100 years later, there was one in 1436, which was a big fail. This is actually the siege we're recreating here. And then there was another one in 1558 or 1588, I'm not entirely sure, which was obviously a French victory. That's sort of when the French took the last English territory on French soil, which was obviously Calais itself. So the battle we're recreating here is the one in 1436, 100 years after the first siege that the English sort of committed to, and obviously which gave them the city. I feel like my grammar today is really off. I'm not entirely sure why. I'm not tired at all. It's just a lot of thinking. So I'm gonna kind of add more computing power to my voice instead, and focus on that instead of the historical accuracy. Especially when you're doing without papers and without, without anything like a script or anything like that. You gotta kind of go back into your memory and get the details, so you get some sort of historical accuracy. So yeah, 100 years later, I believe it was the Duke of Burgundy. We've actually got the Duchy of Burgundy deployed here, who laid siege with a big army, fairly big army, but they never actually committed to it. It was a failed siege. They never did attack the city. They abandoned it shortly after they committed to it, due to the fact that I believe the Duke of Gloucester actually arrived with a 10,000 strong army to relieve the besieged Englishmen in the city of Calais. So this is the siege that we're creating. We're going to start the battle straight away. And this is going to be a way more of a cinematic battle. In the previous one, War of the Roses, I think I focused a little too much on the battle itself, which was probably the reason why I got the victory. Apollo did a lot of cinematic focus. So I'm going to, obviously, since we're playing as the AI here, and since we're defending a siege, I don't need to do a lot of commanding, which can allow me to focus fully on the actual battle. So what do we have here? The French army. Well, we've got the first of all the Duchy, or the Duke of Burgundy, of course, as he's called, in command of the Duchy. He's here, and he's got one of his counts with him, the Count of, or the Earl. Isn't it an Earl? I'm not entirely sure. We've got the Duke of Burgundy, and we have the, let me see, what are they called? Count of Champagne. Yes, a region not too far away. This is the Count here. Holy fuck! Look at that shiny armor. It's him right there with the face guard. And then we have the Duke of Burgundy over here, somewhere in the center. See the man with the red helmet? No, I don't think it is. It's one of these fellas over here. Not entirely sure who. So they've brought some cavalry, lots of infantry. You can see it's a really big army. And here's my defense. We're holding the wall, we're holding the gate, and we're holding pretty much all the entrances into the inner city here. So this is going to be extremely cinematic. We're going to focus entirely on the battle itself. Let's go through some of the enemy troops. But an equal deployment to what we have. It's going to be hard. It really is. And they're about twice as many. So this is crazy. This is crazy. Count of Champagne with his troops over here. Slightly different colors than the Duke here in the center. So this is super cool. They've all got their little own infantry. Their own insignias and emblems. Making this a real standout battle. I'm really excited. Burgundian sergeants here in the center. Here are some from the Count of Champagne. The armies have got different set of troops. The Duke has brought more sort of, I guess, more and stronger infantry, while the Count has rounded up a lot of spear militia and stuff like that. But he still has some sergeants and medium spear infantry as well. So it's I just wanted to add a little bit of a variety to the two deploying forces. They do have a battering ram, which is on its way to the center there. It got stuck behind the siege towers. They also have some ladders, so I'm super excited for this. We better be firing. We might actually be able to set this thing on fire first. And our archers are getting to work as well. Longbowmen! This is a really cool view. Just getting a look at the longbowmen here. And just the whole French army down below. It's just so massive. It's not French, but you know, the Duke of Burgundy under French command, so yeah, we're under the French king. I'm not sure they will. I'm pretty sure we're the ones who are meant to bleed in this case. But the Burgundians and French here are here to make the ultimate sacrifice, of course. And they're in. Let's enjoy this fight. We're gonna focus on some of the melee that's gonna go down here between our more regular infantry. Look at these men jumping down here. We've got the Count of Champagne and his troop coming down. We've got the Duke of Burgundy and his troops coming down. So the Duke of Burgundy is obviously in charge here of the Count of Champagne. So Dukes command all the counts. And the Duke is under the command of the French king, ultimately, in this case. But there was actually a Burgundian and English war, or no, a Burgundian and French war as well. So they had fought at times. But in this case, the French king ordered the Burgundian duke to head out and sally into battle to take back Calais. Righteously French. Oh, that man was stabbed right in his gut. People are getting stabbed and killed and decapitated. This is pretty crazy. Okay, we're gonna head back to the walls pretty soon. There's just so much going on right now. We can actually tell that the oh look, the gates have gone down. There's gonna be a lot of infantry storming in. We've got our Bill militia ready to receive. Yeah, that's right. We've deployed some militia, some local men here from the city, obviously, taking up arms to fight the invaders. I think it's about time we tell these longbow men to get into fight. Use their good melee arms. Or melee weapons. They're absolutely not bad. These guys have actually got a couple of chevrons, and I mean they're longbowmen. They know what they're doing. So they'll be fighting the Frenchmen over there on the wall. And down here we're receiving the pike infantry, spear infantry, sword infantry, you name it. It's about to get bloody. Oh. I believe a tower just collapsed. Holy hell. Some stones came flying. A couple of soldiers too. Fell off the wall. That is absolutely crazy. More and more spear infantry's coming in here. It seems like they've pretty much secured the wall. Some more longbow men are trying to make a last stand here. fight off some of the survivors. Oh! That was crazy, man. Regroup! Okay. Our inner defense is about to receive the first wave of French troops. Ready, man! Actually, I think these guys are going to attack. Yeah, they're going to attack our Bill militia in the back. Try and ease the front gate maneuvers here. This is quite crazy, guys. So the walls have been pretty much lost right now. We had 3 units defending, and they attacked it with... I mean, you count this yourself. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 siege towers and everything else that can come up behind it. So that's a lot of troops jumping in now. They seem to be having some issues getting off here, though, because I believe a bit of the wall just went down, but they should be able to jump off. Yeah, that guy did it. Our defenses over here are also receiving. Here come some of these sergeants from the Count of Champagne. And they're trying to hold them back. And over here we have a line of Bill sergeants ready to receive some of the oncoming Burgundian troops. Forwards! Mon ami, forward! This is so cool. There's just masses of them. So this is mainly our militiamen back here, defending the inner city. Or the approach to the inner city, rather said. We've got some more men here in the center ready to receive some Frenchmen. First they need to bring down the barricade, though, so they're going to start stabbing and chopping at that. And we still have our Bill militia in the center here doing their best to hold back. And I can tell you, they've killed a lot of horsemen coming at him. But there are just many more behind them. We have another line ready to receive them back here. We want to obviously lock off the approach. I wasn't expecting the AI to run around the entire walls. They'd probably get down somewhere here and there. So, expecting a lot more soon. More infantry coming in here from the Duke of Champagne. Actually, this is the Duke of Burgundy. Burgundian troops coming in. Walls completely lost by now. And the barricades are taking more and more damage here, I guess. Sooner or later, they'll go down. Hold them, men! Hold them! Oh, man, it's starting to collapse now. Oh, no. They broke through this barricade. Now we gotta kind of make another stand here. I'm gonna redeploy my swordsmen up here, because these men are still holding. And I have faith in these guys. I have faith that they will do well. These guys here are what I believe sergeants. Yes, and I have good faith in them. Guys over here, that's Bill militia. Not quite as good. So we're gonna reinforce quickly. See where I can deploy them. There we go. And, oh, our long line of defense over here with Bill sergeants, not Bill militia this time around, are deeply engaged here with a lot of Frenchmen. Forward, Burgundians! Look, they got some more pikemen back here coming up as well. Hold them back! Let's go. Oh! We'll just go ahead and enjoy this. Brace! Brace! Okay. AI, hold it down for a second there. Wasn't so smart to run into that, was it? Ah, we'll see how long that line can hold. Hold them back, lads! Sergeants! Charge! Footmen, forward! Oh, that'll give the French a think, or something to think about. So some of the militiamen are going to pull back now, tired and somewhat disgruntled over losing to the superior Frenchmen here attacking, or Burgundians rather said. Oh man, the battle over here is just massive. Look at the amount of Frenchmen in here now. A mix of shields. It's wonderful. It's beautiful, actually. It's a real colorful battle. It's a beautiful day to die, I guess. I was expecting sort of a gritty weather, overcast, something cool like that. Shields bashing at each other. This unit is currently kind of unoccupied. I don't think it's gonna be engaged anytime soon, so we're gonna reform it back here and try and hold this center, or hold this further back here. We're gonna bring this guy up and have them aid. Oh shit, that's not a good idea. Let's storm back. Go back, go back, go back. Pikemen. We don't want to charge into pikemen. Get back, soldiers! Oh man, look at this. We're still holding. And they're running. We're putting them on the run, actually. But they're going to be coming in with more and more troops. They have so many units going at us here. This is really nice, lengthy battle. Someone's knocking my door. I'm not sure why, because I'm working right now, and that kind of pisses me off. I don't usually sit and talk English to myself. It's a good mix here. We are quite outnumbered, as you can tell, but we're still holding. We have more troops coming in as well. Tired. Ooh. Forwards! Look at them, chanting and cheering. They really are here to break through this defense. And if they can get through here, they'll have a pretty good way at getting to the inner city. But I have faith in my heavy billmen here. Or at least, they might not be heavy, but at least they're billmen. And their capacity to hold them back. In the center, our sergeants and recently rallied militia are still holding them back. And there's just a massive French attack coming in here. Got some more billmen further back, though, rallied and ready to receive the French once they do break through. We'll have our men retreating. Hope you enjoy this cinematic view here. I think they're just throwing themselves to try and make progress here, but it's going to end up in a bit of a slaughter, unfortunately for them. Look at this. Isn't this crazy, guys? Isn't this just absolutely crazy? Wow. They're going to redivert some of their troops. They're still trying to break through over here. And our men have been kind of pushed back a bit. We're going to get a more of a situational overview. I'm going to bring up these two units here. And we're going to bring them into the fight. No, not for Rome. For England. James, for England. Okay, we're going to run them up and then have them come into the battle. Look at this. This is such a cool formation. It's like, it's a really thin line, but they're still holding. It's starting to falter over here, though. Now their pikemen are kind of gathering up behind here. This is so cool. They're going to send in more troops over here to fight our sergeants. We've kind of killed them. We did good. We did good. More Frenchmen are going to try and come out this approach, but we're here to hold them, or stop them, I guess. Forwards! I have strong and great confidence in the men holding back here. They will hopefully buy us enough time. But look at the amount of Frenchmen here. It's just insane. Sooner or later we'll fall, simply due to the fact that there's so many of them. Absolutely insane. This is so beautiful. Footmen! Charge! For the pleasure, my friends. For the pleasure. Some of the cavalry actually charges further back here. Caused a bit of damage. That was super cool. Looks like they're routing now. And we have the Duke of Burgundy here just finishing off our final billman. Trying to hold some sort of V formation back here. Oh man, this is a scary last stand of some of these Englishmen back here. They make their king proud, they really do. More soldiers moving in. How's it looking over here? We scared them back. We really did. But this is about to fall. I think they want to try and redirect more troops elsewhere. I'm going to set these guys up and try and hold this approach still. And I'm pretty confident that the billmen that we have further back here can put up a nice struggle here when the time comes. I don't doubt it will. I don't doubt it will. Look at the blood. Try and get some cool screenshots here. Nice. We're ready for them. Come on, you French bastards. They're tired, undoubtedly. But more of them are still going at it here. They're kind of breaking their wind, though. Little scared to see how that's going to end up. Got some more Bill militia here. I'm sending them up this way. Oh, didn't mean to pause the game. I meant to do a little bit of a waypointing, but that'll have to do. Perfect. Oh no, they come around. Look at this cavalry and everything. We're broken through, man. Yes, they have indeed. I believe this is the... Oh, shit. The French king, or the duke, rather said, of Burgundy. Would be a shame if he died to the fire arrows. So far, I believe he's fine, so he's going to keep on riding. And sooner or later, this infantry will capture this, so that'll fall. Which means that ultimately these guys are going to be flanked and surrounded. Quite a gritty way to die, I must say. Oh, we killed one. I'm not sure who. Yay! We got the Count of Champagne. Hey! But not the Duke of Burgundy, though. So we're going to keep charging and press the advantage. A lot of men are turning their backs now, but the Burgundians are still at it. Burgundians are still at it. Oh, man. They're going to try and attack us anywhere they can. Anywhere they can break, they're going to try. And I have no doubt that the massive amounts of Champagne troops will return, even though their count has fallen. They still have the Burgundians to help. And there's quite a lot of Burgundians to assist here. I don't doubt that. So, man, this is just so epic. I wasn't expecting this battle to be this epic. But right now, with all the approaches and all the setbacks and the turnarounds and... Oh, man. It's so cool. Especially since it's historical, essentially. It's very plausible. This siege never happened, but they did lay siege. This army, commanded by the Duke of Burgundy, did lay siege to Calais at this time. It was just that they were scared off, kind of. But now we're actually bringing it to reality. We're bringing it to life. And it's super exciting. I can't quite grasp it. Oh, no. I believe we just lost the center. Or, well, it said an entire unit has perished. And trying to figure out where that happened. Must have been one of the older Bill militia units there that have fallen. Count of Champagne, still the only ones who's pulling back. Some of the Duke of Burgundy units are still also turning backs now, but it's about a 4-on-1 combat right here. 5-on-2 if you want to count in the side skirmish over there. The battlefields right now is just insane. Look at this. We've got an English flag sergeant here, or colour sergeant as they're called, fighting off 3 Burgundians. Hey, he's doing quite a good job. He's not going to let himself go down that easily. That is what I was worrying about. I'm expecting to see more of that later on back there, if more and more enemy units rally in return. There's thousands of them retreating now. Probably hundreds, not thousands, because a lot of the units were still already dead. But yeah, I am expecting more to return. Anyway, back to the cinematics. I think they killed my sergeant. I really think they did. The fight is continuing over here. Hold them back! Oh, now they're coming in from behind here as well. They're stabbing away. More and more people. Look at this. I wonder if more of them will return. Nope. Looks like we've got a stream of retreating soldiers here from the Count of Champagne. Some of the Burgundians have decided to retreat as well. Wait a second.
They will sing songs of us tomorrow, for today we die. Die with honor, men. I'd rather die with a good woman.
Back again. Look at the stream of people retreating here. Well, they might return, but the Burgundians are still putting a lot of pressure on us. Not quite done with this yet. Oh, gruesome. Absolutely. Oh, our sergeants have held this off fairly well. That's nice. They're still fighting us back here. This unit is still holding on, despite it's outnumbered 3-1. That is quite crazy, I must admit. I really do. Wow, nice. And over here, it's also a very even combat, 108 versus 99. Except we're winning slightly, though. Very cool stuff. So, I'm not sure if both kings are dead, but something tells me both the Burgundian and the Count of Champagne have lost their kings. But they still have a lot of infantry fighting down here in the center. For the sake of the cinematic reason, I'm actually going to pull these guys back here. We're going to break off in a retreat, and we're going to let these guys kind of come in. There's so many of them. They've been really pushing the advantage. We couldn't simply hold them any longer. Oh! Did you see that? Like, I chased them down and stabbed them. That's crazy. Pull back! I mean, there's really only a handful of us compared to the man who were putting pressure on us, so it's only realistic if we pull back a bit to the safety behind our building back here. So that's going to be really cool. Now we have, also we're in the range of our longbowmen now, which we'll be firing from back there. Oh, look at, arrows are starting to land. Oh, that's crazy. Look at them getting shot down. Oh, wow. Yeah, they're coming at us more over here. Got 2 units. But this unit has been cleared up, so the most logical thing for it to do would be to charge around here. And together with the rest of our Englishmen here, kind of round off the remaining French and kill them off. It's going to be a bloody charge. Oh, no. That's cool. Just getting a situational overview. We've got 2 of them still fighting down here. The rest, I guess, retreated. They ran. Well, it's about time I call these guys in now that we've pulled back. It really was a good try of the French. But the Duke of Burgundy, who they sent, and his troops and his counts and all that, whoever joined in for the fight, are not going to be successful in kicking us out of France quite yet. We remain in control of this territory that we gained 100 years earlier. Oh, look at that guy. Oh, he's kicked in the stomach. Oh, and stabbed. And that is victory, my friends. That is victory. Kick them out, lads. Let's get some of that final kill score there. Wow. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. It's been a fairly long one, 30 minutes or so. It's pretty cool. We'll just go ahead and look at some of the casualties here that have both factions have sustained during the battle. We've got a lot of Frenchmen and Englishmen dead here on the wall. Longbowmen, spears, and banners. Quite a big amount. Lots of longbowmen dead here. It's nicely scattered over the wall. With some squirts of blood here and there, and lots of them dead here in masses. Wow. Even inside the tower rooms here, there's just piles of bodies on each other. More deaths here. Absolutely insane. We've even got casualties scattered outside on the field here. Outside by the gate, arrows have struck these men and killed them. I mean, there's just bodies everywhere outside on the field too. A few handful over here, and look at this. A horseman and his horse. Lots of soldiers from the Count of Champagne dead over here. Even some back here, hit by some stray arrows, probably. That guy's burnt to death. Dead in the fields. A handful. Wonderful. And crazy at the same time. The Duke of Burgundy's kind of pulled back his army. They're getting the hell out of here. And the Count of Champagne and his troops did. Not too long ago either. Hey, some have returned. No, that's ours. Gonna lock off the gate there. Hold that down. And as we continue over here, we see what's left of the fight by this barricade. More troops scattered and dead inside here. Wow. Lots of dead over here too. This is kind of where we finished them off. We'll look to the side, only a handful of men scattered around here dead, probably shot down by longbowmen. Saying goodbye to the last attackers. There's been quite a slaughter here at the main gate as well. Just trails of dead men here. I think we had one of the biggest fights was over here. This is insane. This is like the bloodiest engagement of this battle. It was down here in this corner. We did good. We held them out for long. But we kind of broke there towards the end, and we had to fight them further back here. See a couple of men scattered around here. They didn't actually get into our core defenses, which is kind of good because that would have absolutely destroyed them. Our heavy billmen and our knights would have just finished them off easily. But that was about as bloody as it could get in this current version and the state of the mod. If you want to see more of this, like with sieges, that we create some cool epic cinematic fights of, then let me know, and I'll do more. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys soon again. We're going to look at some of the statistics. Yeah, we deployed 3,000. They deployed about 4.5. Actually, they deployed 5,000, roughly. And we lost about half of ours. They lost, well, quick math, roughly 4,000. Slightly less. So that's kind of insane. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys soon again. Bye.